Imagine going from the world's most feared assassin to running a convenience store. Crazy, right? That's Sakamoto Days for you. A wild ride full of action, comedy, and just the right amount of chaos to keep you hooked. If you've been hearing the buzz and wondering, is it worth the hype? You're in the right place. In this video, I'll give you a quick rundown of what makes this anime so unique and break down the major highlights of the episodes released so far. So, stick around. You won't want to miss this. Episode 1 introduces us to Taro Sakamoto, a once feared hitman whose name alone sent shivers through the underworld. Sakamoto was a legend until he suddenly vanished at the peak of his career. The reason? Love. After meeting a kind woman named Aoi, he abandons his bloody profession, choosing a quiet life. Now, Sakamoto is a family man running a small convenience store. His physique has softened with time, making him appear harmless, but beneath his gentle demeanor lies the same razor-sharp assassin. The episode opens with a humorous yet heartwarming look at Sakamoto's routine. He affectionately interacts with his family, skillfully manages his store, and clumsily handles customers in quirky situations. The atmosphere is light and playful, but tension brews as we catch glimpses of his instincts. The action ignites when Shin, a clairvoyant hitman and former subordinate, storms into the store. Sent by their old organization to eliminate Sakamoto, Shin views him as a traitor who abandoned their code. The clash begins with Shin arrogantly testing the washed-up assassin, only to be met with a stunning display of Sakamoto's ingenuity. Armed with nothing but common items like canned goods and a broom, Sakamoto counters Shin's every move with effortless precision, blending his lethal past with his mundane present. As the fight escalates, Shin uses his clairvoyance to predict Sakamoto's attacks, but even this proves futile. Reading Sakamoto's mind, Shin discovers the truth. Sakamoto harbors deep remorse for his violent past and an unwavering resolve to protect his family. This revelation shakes Shin, forcing him to reconsider his mission. In a dramatic twist, Shin lowers his weapon, swayed by Sakamoto's resolve. Moved by his former mentor's desire to shield the peaceful life he's built, Shin chooses to side with him rather than destroy him. The two forge an alliance, aware that the organization won't take this betrayal lightly. The episode ends on a high note, with Sakamoto and Shin standing together, ready to face whatever challenges come their way. Episode 2 begins with Shin reflecting on the intense events of the previous fight. Sakamoto's wife, Aoi, overhears their conversation and gives a stern reminder of the family's strict no-kill policy. Her words hit hard as she warns Sakamoto that any violation of this vow will instantly terminate their life together. This brief but emotional exchange shows the personal sacrifices Sakamoto made to turn away from his violent past. Later on, Sakamoto and Shin head to Chinatown to buy pork buns, but the atmosphere shifts drastically as Lu Xiaotong, the young daughter of a fallen mafia boss, crashes into them out of nowhere. Pursued by assassins, Lu reveals that her entire clan has been massacred, and she's the sole survivor. Her possession of a key tied to a mysterious fortune has made her a target of unrelenting killers. It's kind of amusing how no one questions a person falling from a building. I guess it's pretty normal for them. The tension escalates when two twin assassins, Sun Hee and Bacho, emerge from the shadows exuding menace. They're tasked with eliminating Lu and retrieving the key at all costs. Sakamoto calmly steps forward, his demeanor unchanging even as danger looms. What follows is an insane John Wick kind of battle as the twins unleash a barrage of deadly attacks. Sakamoto, adhering to his no-kill promise, skillfully counters their attacks using improvised weapons, blending creativity with sheer power. Meanwhile, Shin's clairvoyance comes into play, adding another layer to the fight's intensity as he struggles to keep up with the twins. During the fight, we get a flashback of a critical moment in Sakamoto's life. On a snowy rooftop during a Christmas event, Aoi pleads with Sakamoto to abandon his violent ways. She tells him that the best way to atone for his past is to save lives, not take them. This flashback was very necessary as it strengthens Sakamoto's resolve in the present battle. Despite the odds, Sakamoto and Shin overpower the assassins without spilling a drop of blood, showcasing Sakamoto's unmatched skill. The story takes an emotional turn as Lu, inspired by Sakamoto's restraint, decides to abandon her desire for revenge. Together, they confront the CEO responsible for her family's massacre. Instead of seeking vengeance, Lu chooses to embrace a new path, resolving to rebuild her life rather than destroy another. In a heartfelt moment, she decides to stay with Sakamoto and work at his store, finding solace in the safety and kindness of her new allies. As the episode concludes, the looming danger becomes apparent. A 1 billion yen bounty is placed on Sakamoto's head, setting the stage for even greater threats. The chilling announcement serves as a reminder that Sakamoto's past will not let him go so easily. This episode expertly weaves adrenaline-pumping action with deeply emotional moments, highlighting Sakamoto's struggle to reconcile his violent past with his peaceful present. In episode 3, the shadows of Taro Sakamoto's assassin past creep closer as a shocking revelation threatens his peaceful family life. A former ally arrives bringing a chilling message. A bounty has been placed on his head by the Dondenkai organization. Despite the danger, Sakamoto keeps his promise to his family and takes them to an amusement park. But behind the laughter and joy, he and his companions remain on high alert, ready to face the assassins hiding in the crowd. On the roller coaster, Shin faces off against a relentless assassin, Tatsu. Tension rises as Shin uses his mind-reading abilities to dodge and counter every strike. The fight reaches its climax in a breathtaking moment. Both combatants crash onto a live stage, leaving the audience stunned. As the day ends, Sakamoto's family remains blissfully unaware of the dangers that surrounded them. Yet, in the shadows, he and his allies vow to protect this fragile peace at all costs. But with enemies closing in, how long can they keep this balance? If you haven't watched Sakamoto Days yet, I'd highly recommend it. If you'd like to see more videos like this, then hit that like button and subscribe. Let me know what anime or manga you'd like me to cover in a future video. Thanks for watching.